Hey, good afternoon. It is TGIF, and I am here with my beloved Orlando O'Neill, the one and only Oro, which means gold. I am going to turn this around so we can get this video of these dolphins.
Please.
Do what? See the dolphins over there? Of us. Let's see if we're going to be showing property in Rockport via Zoom for our clients. So we were already on the island for some other clients, and so we thought, let's just go to the Port Aransas side and go for a nice ferry drive. One of the things we were talking about today was about knowing your market. Okay, it's very important to know the market that you're selling in or buying in. Okay, right, honey? Say right.
That's right. She told me to say right, so I follow my boss and I say right.
Can you turn on the engine a little bit so I can...
It's off. Engine is off.
No, just so I can do the window.
Oh, okay.
Here we are. So, I was thinking about this because when it comes to selling property or buying property, you have to understand your market, right? So, I had some clients buying here from out of town, and I was trying to make it clear that this is not the market to offer less than asking, even if you have cash. Okay, it's now if it's been on the market a little while or you're really close to the asking price, maybe, but hopefully you have a realtor that knows the market well and is able to let you know if that property has been priced correctly. So in a case that my clients were buying a house for, I think it was $446, we ended up offering $469. Okay, so it was listed at $446, but we offered $469. Why did we do that? Because I told them, I had been educating them about the market and that the likelihood of getting a comparable home for that price was going to be almost impossible.
That's right. We're about to exit right now, the ferry boat. But yeah, you definitely have to have a realtor that not only knows the market but has your best interest. And your best interest doesn't necessarily mean telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to know about the market and what is going on in the economy as a whole. So, and
who's not going to just try to sell you something that you think is good, but who actually really takes the criteria that you've given them to heart. And even if it's difficult for them, they don't just try to sell you something, they really try to work within that criteria. Okay, for example, I had someone who, they're going to invest here and they need a decent rental income. They need an area where people want to live. They need, a home that's not going to require a lot of maintenance after they close, because some of the homes we were finding, were needed new roofs and needed new flooring and needed new paint. Well, then we didn't have any cash left over after we bought. So, you have to weigh a lot of things out, right? So in this market here in Corpus Christi, and I know countless other places, it's very hot and you don't have time to wait or put in low offers. You have to give it your best shot. You have to you have to hustle, you have to understand your market and know what that house is worth to you and fight for it. If not, just don't do it, because it's very intense. Okay.
It's very competitive. It's very fast. When we say go,
it's
flying.
go time.
Yeah, we're flying. We're not wasting any time. So that's why we're going to head over here to do some FaceTime, right?
Yeah,
Zoom calls so the client can see that. And a lot of our clients have purchased homes without even seeing them because they trust us and they understand we have their best interest.
And having an experienced realtor that knows how to do clean offers, has all the financing organized. Whether if you're a buyer, you want to make sure you have a realtor that makes sure you're on your A game. If you're a selling agent, and you're selling your home, you want to make sure your agent knows the market, they priced it right, that they know how to market well. And even though it's a fast market, don't let them slack on their marketing. Go look at their listings that they have and see the quality of their listings. Do they have good pictures? Do they have good write-ups? Or are they just throwing something on there quick and making a buck off you, and when you could get some quality service? So another thing, in this market, follow the signs to Rockport, baby.
Okay.
In this market, another thing you need to be aware of when you're selling a home is, what do people like? I can tell you they don't like beige and yellow walls like they used to. They like grays, light grays, and sometimes rich grays as an accent wall.
And explain to them why is that?
They like, or white walls, just pure white walls. Back, 5 years ago, it was the rich, beautiful wood and, like beige, yellowish beige walls. And it was all the rave. But now, you got dark wood cabinets and beige. People are like, ugh. And it's an amazing home and they won't buy it. Why is that, honey?
It's because of new construction. That's the trend that new construction homes are going to. So when you take a buyer going to look at a home, because they have seen pictures online of newer homes or updated homes, they're looking for that feel and touch of a home. So that's what, the market changes. Like Jackie said, every 5 to 10 years. So we have to keep up with not only the paint, the landscaping, the maintenance, the feel of the home, the style, and everything else.
So what I tell people is, you can usually, before you list your home, Lord willing, you have the cash to do so. If you can make that home look and feel like the new construction that everybody likes, but it's a good 10 to 20 some grand less, then even though it's maybe not in the higher end neighborhood, or it's not as fancy as the newer homes, it feels fresh and clean, and it feels like what people like in this market. And people are finicky like that. So we're here to help you do those kind of things.
Yeah, something real quick. I have a really good friend of mine I used to work with. I have known this guy for almost 20 years. So he said, hey, Orlando, come look at my home. What do I need to do? So Lord behold, he did everything that I asked him to do and then some.
Yeah.
I mean, he even power washed his entire 2-story home. And before even 24 hours.
He painted, he did granite.
Yeah, painted, granite, light cabinets. One day we had 14 showings. The next day we had 12 showings. Then the weekend came. We finally had to put a closing as to when we needed to get offers. So in not even 3 days, we were on the contract.
Yeah, for 20 grand over. Now, granted, that's the market, so it's not because we're so amazing, but he did what he needed to do to add that perceived value that people want. They go, oh, I'm going to fight for this. And they fought for it because they could move into this home. It was painted, it was fresh, it was clean, it felt good. And it was probably, even at the 20 grand over asking, it was still a better deal than the other ones out there, right? So, anyway.
Actually, let me tell you something else too, which is kind of funny, okay? So what happens is that people across the street from my friend, they're out of town. So what the neighbors are doing, they're getting together once every 2 weeks to mow the lawn across the street, so the whole neighborhood looks great. So that's something good that you need to know about the neighborhood and everything else.
Yeah,
so that's something
awesome.
Like, when you're marketing your home, it's something good to know that you have good neighbors that supporting it. It's a small niche community. So
yeah. So I think that was a good video, honey. What do you think?
Yeah.
Do I keep cutting his head off?
Yeah.
Sorry. So by the way, we're driving to Rockport. Let me turn it around for you. So if you look at a map of Corpus, Rockport, Port A, there's water everywhere, guys. There's water everywhere. Yeah, people are fishing everywhere. There's RV parks here and there, and they're not like the kind of yucky RV parks. They're people that come and spend a few weeks here and go fishing. It's a nice place. I hope you guys come check us out. And like I said, our hashtag that I've been hashtagging, I think I've coined it, is Freedom and Family in Texas. We want you to know that you can come here and live however you like. Just don't push your stuff on others. You can wear a mask. You don't have to wear a mask. You just don't vote for the same type of people that turned your last place into
to a prison.
Well, into a prison, turned it into a homeless camp who took all your tax money for parks and recreation and just gave people money for drugs and stuff, so they have no motive. It's crazy. Anyway, just be smart. Don't vote the same way you did, and don't vote for the same type of people that were running your last city that wasn't doing well, with the high taxes, the high homelessness. Here's the thing, guys. It's a fact. If you enable them, they're going to hang out more, So it's just a fact. We should help people, but we need to help them get on their feet, not help them stay where they are. So anyway, Jaci-O and Orlando, and we're off. We'll probably do a little video in Rockport later, okay? Have a good day.